From Wood TV 8, this is the 2023 Michigan International Auto Show Preview Special. Live from DeVos Place in downtown Grand Rapids.
Welcome to the 25th Annual Michigan International Auto Show. I'm Miranda.
And I'm Casey Jones. We are here at DeVos Place in downtown Grand Rapids, and it has been transformed. This is a house of horsepower for the weekend here. Forget the red carpet. They have rolled out the crossroads. And this evening, we are going to show you a sneak peek at what's stopping at every corner here for this auto show. It is a night of glitz and, of course, glamour. You look wonderful, Miranda.
Thank you, Casey.
It's also a night of high circumstance, raising money for the Helen DeVos Children's Hospital.
You know, it's exciting because we have over 35 global manufacturers showing off some of the latest models. So much to see and to experience. In addition to that, everyone is talking about electric vehicles, and guess what? They are displaying some beautiful vehicles. In fact, they're calling it the Electric Avenue. Plus, we've got exotic cars and the classics from the Gilmore Car Museum. Joining me now, Dawn Baker. And Dawn, congratulations on your 25th anniversary of the Michigan International Auto Show.
Thank you, Miranda. And the glitz and glamour that's here tonight, it will last all weekend, because tonight the kids are the stars, but the cars are in the spotlight as you come down and check out this 25th anniversary of the Michigan International Auto Show.
You know, there's so much to see and to experience here, and when you walk in, it just sort of takes your breath away because everything is polished and glistening. You know, what does it take to get this show ready for West Michigan?
Oh, that is such a great question, because it gives me an opportunity to just thank the so many people and partners, sponsors like Gentex, but certainly Pridgeon and Clay, many manufacturers, suppliers, all of them, along with the Grand Rapids New Car Dealer Association, brought this show together. Right now, sourcing vehicles, as you might imagine, was tough. But we have a show for you.
You certainly do. Let's talk about Electric Avenue.
I know, that is just such a hot topic this year, isn't it? And so EV really is ahead of us. And what we wanted to do with this brand new feature was kind of a timeline, the road, if you will, towards electric vehicles. So we start with a 1903 Columbia. You know, I mean, electric vehicles were really a thing back then. They were talked about. We went a different avenue. But here we are with the end of this journey and that road, which represents electrics, hybrids along the way, all the way to the E-Cascadia electric semi-truck here down at DeVos Place. So it is really a way to kind of wander through the technology, the innovation, what's to come in the EV industry.
You know, and we're kicking it off tonight. It opens to the general public tomorrow. And then take us through what that weekend's going to look like.
So all weekend, we are going to not just have Electric Avenue as a feature, but we have multiple features around the show. Edutainment is what I like to call it, because on the show floor, you're able to talk to product specialists. So you can get some education, some information about the various vehicles. You also can talk to dealers and get to know them, what's happening in the market, how long would it take you to get certain cars. You're actually gonna see not just 23 models, but some 24. And so as you learn, you're able to kind of say, okay, do I wanna wait for that next new technology that's coming, or this new seating capacity, whatever might work for your lifestyle? But you're able to make that decision because of the education that you have. But we want to entertain you around the show floor too. So the whole family is here. Welcome, kids of all ages, 0 to 99. and find something
you
fun.
have a great way for us to get tickets quick.
Yes, well, we want to save everybody, give them the green light, pass the box office, take the trolley in, buy your digital tickets, find out about all the features and more at grautoshow.com.
It's awesome. Thank you so much, Dawn. Casey?
Thank you, Miranda. Yeah, there is so much happening this weekend. So many big ticket items, and one of those first things that you can't miss when you walk into the auto show is the Gentex display. They've got this monstrous matte black car and all the gadgets and gizmos that they're working on here right in West Michigan. And I am privileged to be joined this evening by the Vice President of Marketing and Corporate Communications, Craig Piersma over at Gentex. Craig, when people walk into the auto show, I think they'll be blown away by that Gentex display. But I think what people might not know is that just about every single car here at this auto show has a piece of Gentex in it.
Yep.
Who is Gentex?
Yeah, Gentex, we describe ourselves as a technology company. We operate in the automotive, aerospace, fire protection industries. We're dabbling in some areas of medical even today. But you're right, if you go out here, I bet 9 out of 10 cars are gonna have some Gentex content, whether that's an auto-dimming mirror, interior, exterior mirror, might have a full display mirror that uses a camera to see what's behind you, home link for opening your garage door. 9 out of 10 cars is going to have our tech on it.
A lot of your tech, too, is connecting the consumer to the car.
Yep.
How are you guys doing that, or what's your bread and butter in doing that right now?
Yeah, the bread and butter product is still this automatic dimming mirror, so it senses the glare from the headlights of the cars behind you and then darkens automatically. But for us, that location on the windscreen is really a way to get other tech in the car. So 50% of the mirrors we ship have microphones, lighting, forward-facing camera systems for optimizing driving. I mean, you name it, there's all sorts of features we can deliver via that windscreen area.
It's so remarkable. I remember one of the times I was on an airplane that had one of the auto-dimming windows, and I all geeked out with my wife saying, this is made right in West Michigan.
Yeah, we ship 40 million dimmable devices, whether that's aircraft windows, mirrors, other things, every year.
It's not just the technology that you guys are breaking barriers with, right? Like, you're innovating tech here, but you're also breaking barriers with the people.
Yeah.
Explain a little bit how you've broken down some barriers for those who work for you in this community.
Sure. Yeah, we like to say we're systematically tackling any barriers to employment. Coming out of COVID, you know, it seems a lot of people just disappeared out of the workforce, right? And so how do you get a strong, robust workforce? So we've done a couple things. We started Spanish-speaking assembly lines. We employ 190 Spanish-speaking workers throughout our facilities in West Michigan. Then we're tackling daycare. We're going to be opening about a year from now an on-site daycare center that can handle up to 500 of our employees' kids over a couple shifts, so incredibly unique. Today, we announced something very unique. All of our operations are in Ottawa County in West Michigan, Holland, and Zealand. Today we announced we're actually coming to Grand Rapids. So hopefully late in May, we will be opening our first satellite assembly facility in Grand Rapids in the Madison Square neighborhood.
I love it. Craig, thank you so much. Continue to do great work over at Gentex and innovate for not just cars, but for the people that work for you. Thank you.
We will.
Miranda?
Here at the show this year, they are giving you more ways to take charge. We're saying goodbye to gasoline, hello to electric, and performance and power. Find out more when we come back.
Coverage of the Auto Show Charity Spectacular is sponsored by Ford.
DeVos Place is buzzing with excitement as more than hundreds of cars have returned back into the showroom, and many of them are electric. In fact, Ford has brought over 18 vehicles that are strictly electric. Let's find out more from Rachel Ruiz.
When it comes to automotive innovation, Ford Motor Company always leads the charge. And at this year's auto show, there are many cars that you do not want to miss. We're going to take you on a little tour of sorts around DeVos Place to explore. And we have Adrian here, who is going to kind of be our guide. And we have the very popular F-150, but this is a little bit different.
Just a little bit different. You know, this is the Ford Lightning. And what's really cool is it actually just won Motor Trend Truck of the Year. But like you said, it is a little bit different. It's electric. That really kind of shows kind of where the industry and where Ford is going, obviously. Ford has already committed to investing $50 billion in the electric vehicle industry. So again, this is the Ford Lightning, something that a lot of people know it for. No engine means lots of room.
Yes, the front trunk.
You get the frunk right here. So you can see up there, there is 2 golf clubs. That's how much room is actually back here.
Wow.
But then you can look in here. That's a cooler, actually. So you can drain this, you can clean it. This can be a cooler for you. I know we're kind of in colder temperatures right now, but thinking about the future, thinking about those all-day baseball tournaments that parents are going to, no need to pack up a cooler.
All the food, all the cold drinks.
All the food, all the baseball bats, whatever you need, kind of right in here in the front.
Okay.
So then we go around here, And of course, it is an all-electric truck, so you're going to need your charging port. Right here, you can kind of see the ring. Now, that's going to allow you to kind of see where your charge is at just by popping this open. There's also a QR code back here. Scan that anytime. That's going to tell you all brand new things about your Ford Lightning. And then if you look closely, there's a little bit of an Easter egg. It's Ford's first patent electric vehicle, a little carving of it right there. You know, Ford loves its history, and it's very proud of its history. Yeah. So you kind of get a little nod to that.
Adrian, this is a sharp vehicle, but we have to take a peek inside because this is like a space mobile, I think you described it a few minutes ago.
It certainly is when you drive. You know, it is so quiet, which I think is one of the things that surprised me the most. But when you look inside, again, this is a work truck. So you get your workstation there. You also get kind of that large iPad and plenty of data that you're going to be able to customize and decide how you want to look at it.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Okay, so when we think of Ford Motor Company, we obviously think of classics. And you have a classic here at the auto show, a vehicle that people will not want to miss.
Yeah, I think we'll call this classic with a twist of modern, definitely. This is the 2024 Ford Mustang. And this is what's so exciting about the auto show. This isn't even in production yet. But if you come down here, you're going to get a chance to see vehicles that no one else really gets the chance to see. So looking at this, you're going to say, that's a Mustang. You know, you see those typical curves on it, the edges, but it's a little bit modern. It's got a little bit sharper of edges. The headlights, the taillights, they're the same kind of shape, but they're going to be a little bit more prominent in this Mustang.
Yeah, and I know that one thing about the 2024 Mustang is that the driving experience is unlike any other. I think it was described as maybe sitting in a cockpit because there's so much technology here.
Sitting in the cockpit of a fighter pilot. That's basically what it is. You know, this has been described as the most fun to drive Mustang yet. And they've been making Mustangs for more than 60 years, so that's a pretty high bar. But you get the dual screens. You get all the data in there. You get just all of those things that if you are a car person, this is the car that you want to be driving. And then just kind of a fun side note, you have your key fob, obviously. You can start your car. People are used to that. You can also rev this engine from the key fob.
Interesting.
With the new Mustang.
So we can stand on the other side of DeVos Hall and rev the engine. I love it. Oh, wow. Okay, so we are talking about classics, obviously. Talking about the Mustang, super popular car. And some people think, oh, how do you make a car even better? Well, we prove that right there. But you can also take it up a notch when it comes to innovation, and that would be the Mach-E Mustang.
Mach-E. So a Mustang may not be for everyone, we understand that. However, this Mustang has quite a few differences to it. So this is all electric. So again, kind of like the F-150 Lightning, we get the frunk. No engine, you have a little bit more room. However, if you're worried about kind of the power, this has two motors, one in the front, one in the back. This thing can go 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. You still have that Mustang power right behind this. But it is an SUV. It is a crossover. Again, kind of the modern design of this. You get the big screen inside. You also get the room and convenience of an SUV. So again, you have that Mustang power. You have the fun driving experience of a Mustang. But you do have a few more options if maybe a small Mustang isn't quite right for you. Plenty of room in the trunk on this one as well.
We have to point out, no handles.
No handles. So just the button. Push that. It will pop out. And you pull the rest of the way out.
Pretty cool. Okay, so Adrian, we know that Ford has a lot of vehicles, signature vehicles, but I know that, like last year, on the road, we started seeing a Ford Classic, but looking different with lots of options. And of course, we cannot not talk about the Bronco when we are talking about this.
You can't come to the auto show without talking about the Bronco, right? And I'm sure you've seen plenty of them on the road. So this is the 2022 Bronco, and you can tell it has that Bronco look to it because that's what customers wanted to see. They loved the look of the Bronco. And just like Broncos in the past, this thing is made for the trails. This thing's made to go outdoors. And you can tell this is the Sasquatch package, so bigger tires. I mean, this thing is really ready to off-road. So this is the 4-door. These doors, can come off.
Yeah.
They leave them here. These can be stored on board here, so plenty of room there. If you look inside, again, not your grandpa's Bronco, the big screen, but everything in here is ready to endure any kind of weather condition as well.
Yeah.
The soft top can come back, so feel free to, you know, have the breeze go through your hair. And again, plenty of room on board the Bronco to fit all your doors. This thing is really ready to go anywhere, camping, fishing, whatever you want to do.
I love the terminology for this. You said this vehicle can do anything, go anywhere. It has GOAT mode, which stands for...
GOAT mode, go over any terrain.
I love it.
And that can come with several different driving modes, but I know everyone loves the GOAT mode because, again, it's the Bronco. It's the Bronco you remember, has those good parts. It also has all the technology that we have come to love in the 21st century.
Yeah, so much involved in this vehicle. You know, Ford has come out at the auto show and shown some of the vehicles that people are talking about and that people want to sit behind that steering wheel and drive.
We have something for everyone.
Yeah.
You're looking for an SUV, looking for a truck, you know, there is really something for everyone.
Yeah.
You want a fast car? We have that too. And again, some of these cars aren't even in production yet, so you get to be some of the first people to see them.
Yeah, well, Adrienne, thank you for your expertise. We appreciate it.
Looking forward to see everyone out here.
Yeah, we are exploring everything offered by Ford Motor Company, all the innovation, all the upgrades, everything you want to drive on the road.
Yeah, this is obviously a weekend about the cars, but tonight is an evening about the kids, the charity spectacular benefiting the Helen DeVos Children's Hospital. I'm joined by the president of the Children's Hospital, Kelly Dyer, and Tom Silvius, who is with Terrytown RV, the platinum sponsor tonight. Also a classic car collector with the Grand Rapids Classics Auto Museum right on South Division. This is such a magnificent evening, guys. We've got the glamour, we've got the black tie.
Right.
It's beautiful people looking at beautiful cars. But what kind of impact, Kelly, does an evening like tonight have when all the glitz and glam is gone?
Yeah, we're so grateful for everyone in the community who's here tonight, people like Tom and our amazing sponsors who really the benefit is really for the kids at Helen DeVos Children's Hospital and their families who come to us, and sometimes in really challenging circumstances, but to know that this community, all the people that are supporting Auto Show this weekend are really behind them, it's so meaningful.
For people at home who haven't had to come to Helen DeVos Children's Hospital, what is it that makes that place so special? I mean, it is such a gem to have in this community.
It is such a gift to have a children's hospital of that level of excellence in a community of this size. I think our community knows it, which is why they're so supportive of the work of our physicians and great team. But I mean, really what we talk about is the special sauce that's at Helen DeVos Children's Hospital, and that's really the care that's excellent clinical care, but also those wraparound services where we make sure those kids and family members have everything they need. We have amazing child and family life team members. Much of that program is supported by philanthropy, so it's really a special place.
Tom, it takes a community to have a hospital like Helen DeVos
100%.
Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
Why is it so important for you and the team at Terrytown to support an organization like this on a night like tonight?
Well, my wife and I started this years ago, many years ago. We wanted to keep the money local and, you know, support a great hospital here. And so we've been supporting the hospital for years. And then with this event, it made it, we love cars and we love RVs. And this is a special year. This is our 50th anniversary in the business since we started. And so it's just a way to give back.
I just found out tonight that Tom has 5 acres of a showroom with RVs and classic cars.
Correct. We have 200 RVs inside and 55 cars inside. It's the world's largest RV showroom. And I started collecting cars years ago, and now that's grown. It outgrew my house. And so we've opened it up to be a museum as a great spot for people to come when they just don't have anything to do, and it's free admission. And that's why tonight is such a perfect marriage for Terrytown RV and the Helen DeVos Children's Hospital. Kelly, quickly here, if
people at home, they're not able to be a part of this evening, how could they volunteer? How can they donate to help the hospital?
Yeah, we have such an amazing, people know this, amazingly generous community in West Michigan. All of the proceeds from tonight support our annual fund. People are welcome to give or volunteer with us at any time. We have amazing donations, toy drives, anything people do, we're here to help, and really love the connection of this very generous community to the kids and physicians at Helen DeVos Children's Hospital.
Well, we are so appreciative of both of you coming up tonight and taking a little time out of this magnificent evening. We'll let you get back to that. Thank you so much for what you're doing.
Thank you for having us, and really to Tom.
Thank you very much.
All right, coming up after the break, we've got a lot more to get to. We are going to be talking with the president of the Grand Rapids New Car Dealers Association. We're going to dive more into just what needs to happen to make EV work for the drivers, manufacturers, and for our communities. Plus some insight into the supply chain issue facing dealers and potential buyers. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Joining me now, we have George Sharp Jr., president of the New Car Dealers Association. Congratulations, George, on a beautiful show.
Thank you. We're excited to be here and celebrate such a great show and for such a great purpose as well.
You know, let's get right into it because everyone is talking electric.
Yes.
What's your perspective on that?
So perspective, a lot of things have to happen to make electric happen, right? OEMs have committed many dollars, big funds towards the manufacturing of electric. Dealers have to prepare, consumers have to get ready, regulation, government. So a lot of things have to happen at one time. And it's happening, but no one really knows when it will happen or when that pendulum will tilt. But I know as a franchise dealer, we're doing everything we can to prepare for the onset of electric vehicles. And we're seeing the demand increase for both hybrid and fully electric vehicles.
And then what about supply chain? Are we facing that in the auto industry still today?
We are. Not as much as we were a year ago, but it still exists. You know, the best thing a consumer can do based on supply chain issues in the automotive is just prepare early. So if you're looking to purchase a new vehicle, just take the time and start early to do your research.
And then let's talk about the difference between direct versus dealer. Why is it so important to have that face-to-face connection?
It is so important. You know, our dealer network is so ingrained in the community and does so much to support our local communities, but as well as the relationship that we build with the consumer. It's a big decision. There's a lot of technology, a lot of options out there to understand. So we are there with you every step of the way as a dealer versus a direct. Now there's pros and cons, but as a dealer, we are there for you every step of the way.
And you know, you've been there for us for 40 years. Congratulations on 40 years with your dealeership. Why do you love doing business here in West Michigan?
It's real simple. It's the community here. The philanthropic, the entrepreneurship of this community is just outstanding, and we're proud to serve this West Michigan community in providing sales and service with our automobiles.
And you know, it really is all about family, and that's what you believe in so much.
Yes, it really is. You know, when you can create that family atmosphere, not only obviously at home, but at work too, it just provides such a great culture environment for our employees, and very important to us.
Well, thank you for all you've done. It's a beautiful show. I'm excited for West Michigan to come and see what you have here. So, nice work.
Thank you, Miranda.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
You know, Casey, this has been an awesome time, a great way to kick it all off and to have a whole lot of fun. But the excitement is just beginning.
Yeah, this is the start of it all. The show opens to the public tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning.
And you know, then it'll go all the way through Sunday till 5 p.m. Families can come on out, explore all the latest vehicles, and of course have some great family fun. There's so much to do. And prices are here on the screen, and you can find out more at grautoshow.com. Get everything you and the family need. And when you come to the auto show, there's a lot of things to do, including our Wood TV 8 area.
Yeah, you're going to want to check out the Wood TV 8 booth when you head down here. It's a drive-in experience extravaganza. Look at this right here. I mean, it's the whole setup there, like we're taking you to the movies. You can kick back, relax while you enjoy clips from some of the great shows that you see right here on Wood TV 8 in some Wood TV 8 cars.
Absolutely. I was in there a little earlier. It is a cool spot, so make sure you check it out. And when you go in, you can actually register to win passes to the Getty Drive-In. We'll be giving those away so you and the family can enjoy that during the summer. Stop by, get in a car, watch some of your favorite shows, and have a whole lot of fun. Plus, it's a great place for a selfie.
Right, yeah, right? In that Maserati.
Oh, I did it, I'll be honest, I did it. But you know, just so much fun. Yeah. We're here tonight, and we're celebrating Helen DeVos Children's Hospital, and I just want to do a quick shout out to the kids behind us. This is why we're here. These beautiful faces, these are children who are a part of the Helen DeVos community and with their families. Look at them smiling and waving. Does that warm your heart?
This is absolutely what today is all about tonight. And I understand that some of these people were part of the talent show as well.
They were. We had them singing and dancing and smiling. And you know, when you come back to the auto show, it's almost like a reunion with these kids from Helen DeVos. So the Charity Gala Spectacular is certainly spectacular. Yeah. And the auto show is the same. I'm hoping that families have the chance to come to downtown Grand Rapids, see what it's all about, and experience it for themselves.
This is the future of the automotive industry. Michigan has played such a big, integral part in that since the very beginning. And you get to see what it all looks like. There's nothing better than that. There are some beautiful, beautiful cars out there. But Miranda, you don't do them justice. Oh. You look lovely tonight. You fit right in any of these cars. You know, drive them away.
Casey, this has been so much fun. Thank you for joining me. This has been great. And we want to thank you for joining us tonight. It's been a lovely time. And don't forget, DeVos Place is where it's at. The Michigan International Auto Show celebrating its 25th anniversary. Bring the family down this weekend, kicking off tomorrow. Have a good evening.
Good night.